Hi, my name is Mila. I own Crucial Marketing. I do small business, digital marketing, and education, which means I work with small businesses specifically to teach them how to handle their own digital marketing. This is my first time filming a YouTube video of sorts, so my camera's at a whole different angle instead of straight upwards. It's side to side now, so I feel very weird. I want to start YouTube because I had ideas that needed longer form content. I did a couple long form videos that I uploaded, but obviously they're not that accessible on other platforms. Share a little bit about myself, what I do, and why I don't gatekeep digital marketing from small businesses. So a little bit about me: I'm 20 years old. I started Crucial Marketing at the beginning of 2025. Around that time is when I had started going downhill with my own personal health. I became chronically ill and disabled at the age of 19, which was a very big and rough transition for me, but I think it's opened up a lot of doors and given me a chance to try a lot of things, including this. I got into digital marketing when I was in my early teens. My dad owned small businesses and didn't understand how to handle digital marketing for them, and so I taught myself over time and eventually ended up teaching him as I got older. That way I could step away and not have to do it anymore. That kind of opened me up to learning how to teach people digital marketing, and that's where my niche really started. I couldn't find anyone else who was offering similar services. And growing up with a parent who owned a small business, I've seen and met a lot of small business owners, and I've known how hard it is to be able to afford just keeping your doors open, much less being able to afford $1,000 a month in marketing from a company that's promising you 80 leads or whatever it is that they're trying to sell you. I knew it wasn't sustainable. I knew that most people couldn't afford it. I knew a lot of people really wanted to learn how to do their own digital marketing, but just didn't even know where to start. I feel like it pays off a lot better to be able to share knowledge with people and teach them how to handle their own stuff so that they can make more money and in turn invest it back into their business and their community and the other people around them. The basic flow of kind of how I work is I meet a small business owner. We obviously talk about their business goals, what they need to learn, what should be their understanding going into social media, SEO, and APIs. And then over 3 to 12 months, I will work with them to not only build their social media, to better their SEO, to create a better workflow for them, whatever they may need to feel like they can market effectively. I think there's so many companies and so many people that take advantage of small and medium-sized businesses, their desperation to be able to make sure that they have money coming in to keep their doors open. They see charges of $1,000, $1,500, $1,800, $3,000 a month just to do basic digital marketing. And I feel like these people capitalize on small business owners who are desperate to keep their dream alive. They already have $1 million overhead costs. They probably have a family to support at home. There's no reason to be spending that much on marketing for your small business. As much as I can do, one of my big goals with the work that I do is to always continue learning. For the reason I don't really retain long-term clients, I do have a couple spots open for that, but it's a very niche group. But the reason I do what I do is I love to learn, and every new client that I work with, I learn new things from them, whether it's about their niche and industry or about their target audience, about how to handle marketing in that way. To be able to effectively market for someone, you have to understand their industry just as well as them. You can't just be an outsider and send them graphics you made on Canva. You have to think like them and understand them and talk like them and represent them online. You want to sound like you're just as experienced as them. You don't want people to be like, I don't think they know what they're talking about when they're just looking at their social media. Every new client that I work with, I learn everything about what they do, and I try to learn as well as they do. Obviously, I will never be as good as them, but all the skills that I teach people, I give them away for free in ways. Like, I talk to people all the time. I post about it. You could learn everything that I know completely on your own. You don't need me. All I am is just a helper, a little teacher to guide you along. I know the ins and outs, and I'm able to make it a lot faster. Personally, it took like 8 years to feel this comfortable doing digital marketing, and I still feel incredibly uncomfortable in front of the camera. I hate social media too. I don't post on my own personal social media, but I understand it. I get it. I'm definitely not an aesthetic marketer. I'm 100% a metrics and numbers marketer, but I can understand and I see what's going on and I know what's happening and I can teach people how to see from my eyes and to look for the things that I look for. I think a strong community of small business owners is 100 times more important than making millions. I spent so much of my childhood moving around. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. I change schools almost every year, and in all of that, I think I learned that there's nothing more important than the people that support you, the people that are there to help you grow and be a better version of you. So, with this YouTube channel, I want to share more in depth on the tips and tricks that I normally just share very quickly on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I want to get into the nitty gritty and let you guys understand things on a deeper level and feel like you're learning. I want to take you guys along. I want to entertain you. I want to teach you. I want you to feel like you're part of a community. Even if you don't work with me physically, we're friends now. Sorry. That's just how it is. Ew, that's so cringy. Best friend, so sorry. I expect a Christmas gift. Thanks. Yeah, follow along. Follow, like, don't follow, don't like, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep posting.